Hey YouTube, Brad here. Today I'm going to have a look at, unbox and open up the Insta360 webcam. I've been doing a little research online. This seems to be a kind of a great middle ground camera where you can do streaming, you can do videos and do web conferences. I do a lot of web conferencing at home, so it's a good fit for me, but I also wanted something a bit better quality for my videos. So I thought I'd pick this up, kind of give me the best of both worlds. So I want to unbox this for you today, and then once I get it set up, I will actually take a few shots using it and see if you can tell the difference between my current Logitech camera and this baby here. So let me get this open. All right, let's get this thing open. So excited to see what it looks like. Right now, my camera is on a long arm. I have to manually tweak it to give you lower views. So really excited about this, the whole gimbal concept. Please stand here. Let's see how the packaging looks here. Okay. Okay, that was actually kind of neat. Just a shipping box. I bought the it was kind of a kit, so it came with the actual camera itself, so the Insta360 Link camera, as well as the tripod. I mean, they'd sell this for I can't remember the actual price point. I will put that in the description below or post it up here in the video, but the kit was a way better deal. It was considerably less getting these kind of paired together. That's it. So kind of neat for their shipping box and kit. Always horrible with this wrappers. Nicely packaged, actually. It's quite stable because I think it did ship directly from China, I believe. So that's actually quite impressive how snug that is. Let's see what we got here. Charging cable, I believe is USB-C. Yep, actually it's a C to a C. Instruction manual, little markers, and one of the features of this is there's actually a setting on it that you can zoom into a whiteboard. So these are the markers to actually put at the corners of stick to each corner of your whiteboard. That way you can pre-program a button, click it, and the actual gimbal will pan over to the whiteboard and actually crop it quite nicely. I was quite impressed with some of the videos I saw in there online. Here's the actual unit. Actually, it's heavy. It's quite heavy. Kind of impressed with that. What's rotation? I don't want to be too rough on it, but it seems quite durable. Get this packaging off here. A bit of a lip here to put on top of a monitor or a laptop screen. Looks like it's fairly flexible, so I'll try that out a little later as well. But get my laptop down here just to see how it fits and sits on top of that versus a regular monitor. I do also notice there's the standard screw hole here for, well, one, the tripod that I did purchase, but it's the standard size by the looks of it for any tripod you might currently have. So that's it for the camera. Let me just quickly open the tripod here. A sense of the quality and stability of it. I most likely won't use it in my desk setup, but for traveling, I could see it being a handy thing to have. Tripod itself. Oh, actually, it goes a lot higher than I was expecting. I'll be curious on how that operates with the gimbal because she'll be rotating around and moving, so I'll be curious on stability. These look like the pieces that'll go into here, and then the actual top attachment with the screw itself. And again, that's quite a standard screw. All my tripods have that same screw. So actually, what it looks like here, these will give it some rotation capability. So you'll actually get another point of adjustment where you'll be able to rotate your angle here. And on top of that, the gimbal itself will, from a stability perspective, try to keep the screen or video recording straight up. So, all right, let's stop this here. I'm gonna get it set up, install the software, and then I'll come back and do a bit of testing on video quality. Give you my initial quick review, and then if you're interested in more, absolutely happy to post more. I know there's lots of videos out there too on it. So between myself and some of the in-depth reviews and camera comparisons, might help you make your decision on whether or not to purchase one of these. They're not cheap. I'll absolutely tell you that. And so I'm hoping it excites me enough to justify the pricing. So, all right, I'm back. I'm still on my old camera right now. A few discoveries I made. One was because the kit was both USB-C on each end, I did have an adapter for my computer, but I come to find out they actually do supply one in the box. So that's actually great. Appreciate that. Thank you. The other thing, I did have a struggle setting up the software originally. I couldn't get a preview mode to work. Turns out my antivirus software was blocking access for the app to access the actual camera. So keep an eye out for that, because I've always used mainstream Logitech or Microsoft cameras. I never had an issue with that blocking. So just something else to keep in mind as you're setting it up, because otherwise you might think there's something wrong with the camera itself. So this is still the Logitech camera, and I'm going to flip over right now to the Insta360 Link. Okay, here I am on the Insta360 Link. From an initial look at it, I think I look a little crisper. I think the color looks a little nicer. Overall, I can't see a big difference yet, but my lighting's not, I'll say, studio professional. So maybe what I'll do is shut some lights off as well and kind of see the difference in less lighting and more lighting, and kind of give a bit of a quality check that way. But the one I'll say neat thing is, with AI tracking, I can be talking away and the camera will follow me. It's actually physically following me. It's not a digital zoom. Some cameras do the panning, but it's just digitally done. It is actually moving with me, which is quite great. I do a lot of video conferences too for work, so something like this is great if I'm chatting. I want to describe something or explain something, or sometimes I get extra excited and I'm flailing my hands. So this can actually follow me, and it's actually quite responsive. That's pretty darn impressive. Image is staying really crisp still during the movement. So right away, I'm actually starting to see a lot of benefit here. So I'm going to flip back over to Logitech. I'm going to try some low light settings, some brighter lights, and just kind of give you a quick sense. I'm no pro at this, so this is all just based on what I'm seeing right now, but so far so good. I'm enjoying it. All right, this is the Logitech at a lower light setting. I am starting to see the difference in the quality on the screen. It is a bit more grainy, especially if you look at the ceiling tiles up there. Look at the wall. It's quite grainy. Let's see. Now, when I zoom in, it does focus decently on my hand. And actually, I find it does clean up a bit at the back end, but as soon as I come back, it gets quite distorted. So let's switch over to the Insta360 Link and see how that fares in the low light. All right, here I am with the Insta360 Link camera. Right away, I do see a big difference. I don't see any distortion on the screen in the ceiling tile area or on the wall area. So right away, a big win. Let's see now when I zoom in. Looks good. It actually focuses quite nicely on my hand. It blurs the background out automatically, which I really like too. And then it zooms back into me. And then let's see how it reacts. Okay, let me flick that on. Settings not on. There we go for tracking. Okay. All right, I'm back on the Logitech camera. Full lights in the room now. Again, I'm no professional photographer, videographer, lighting specialist, so I literally have all my lamps on my face right now. Just trying to see any distortion. I mean, I see the lights are blurring in the background, the ceiling lights, the LED light on top of my bookcase back there, but I mean, I kind of expect the Insta360 to do the same. I'm going to do a quick, focus wise, it's okay. Not that exciting. All right, let's switch over. All right, on the Insta360 with full brightness lights, blurry in the background, but the pot lights are actually a little more defined. It's a little bit more crisper, actually. Overall quality seems good. See able to, that's the difference too. That zoom in is actually quite beautiful. You are a palm reader. You could tell my fortune right now. I do appreciate though how close. I'm only maybe 3 inches from the camera when I'm doing this, and it's still zooming in. That's actually quite impressive. Let me just do the quick tracking again. I don't expect anything out of the ordinary. And this one again, awesome. Okay, that's all I need to see so far for this initial, I'll say, review. So far, 2 thumbs up from what I see. I'm going to keep digging with it. I'm going to try the different modes. There are modes around, like I said earlier, the whiteboard mode, where you can have a whiteboard off to the side and it will pan over and actually crop to the whiteboard so you can be sketching and talking. There are hand gestures as well, where you can zoom in, zoom out based on your hand gestures, or actually have it move over to the whiteboard mode. Another feature is, I'll say, a desktop mode or that sort of thing, where it will flop directly down as a preset if you want to use your desk as an area where you're unboxing a product, for instance. It'll zoom down quite nicely. So I'm excited to try those presets out. They're all in the app, but what I'm doing right now is I'm actually using a separate software to record this video, and I have the 360 app open, and I'm able to click on the various settings for tracking whiteboard. I could play with everything's on auto. That was one thing I should have mentioned. I haven't tweaked anything. This is out of box auto settings, but you can tweak things on the fly. You can make pre-adjustments. You can pre-save buttons that will click to a certain spot in your room. Let's say you had my TV here, for instance, and I want to zoom in on the TV because I had content I want to show here. I could zoom over there for one setting, and let's say I'm on my other side of the room where I do have a whiteboard. I could then click the button, have it come over there, or just follow me, as well. So lots of options. I'm excited to play with this. So far, 2 thumbs up for me. If you like this video, definitely hit that like button. If you like my content, love to get a subscribe out of you. I will keep generating content the more likes I get. So hope this video was helpful. This was quite ad hoc, but I definitely wanted to give a bit of an opinion on this. I'll post some pricing and a few things as well down below in the video description. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.